Hey guys, welcome back to Serial at Midnight. My name is Heath, as you already know. And this is a huge arrival of Imprint. This is actually only my second Imprint video of 2025. I have... It's crazy to think that this is September and it's only my second Imprint video. There have been some changes behind the scenes at Imprint. Excuse me. Ooh, my voice is getting a little hoarse here. And I don't know what happened. I was still on the list, but stuff just wasn't coming. So it all has hit in a very short span of time. And we are going to talk about all of this. As you see, it is still in its shrink wrap here. We've got new single imprint releases. We've got new box sets. We've got Tales of Adventure Collection 5, Collection 6, the David Lean collection. We've got a couple of Bewitched box sets. And, oh man, we got Gidget. We've got Carroll Baker. So much stuff. So I'm going to start with the thing that I'm actually on, which is Tales of Adventure Collection 5. This is really, in each of these... Where are they? Here they are. There's the Tales of Adventure 1 through 4. They are themed. They're themed releases. And Volume 5, if I can... Okay, I'm going to wave my magic wand and all this is going to be unwrapped. Okay, it is all out of its shrink wrap now. I could have done that before I hit record, but I thought it would be fun. You guys know I like to unbox things on camera. I can still unbox it on camera, but it's just not going to be in its shrink wrap. Just rest assured, everything here I haven't seen yet. I like to capture that in these videos so that we can experience the thrill of unboxing these. You know, it's a true unboxing video. This is the sci-fi collection. This is Tales of Adventure Collection 5 with the 27th Day, The Night the World Exploded, This Island Earth, which is the movie that I provided commentary for. I am so grateful that I got to give a commentary for This Island Earth. I believe This Island Earth is one of a couple of foundational science fiction films that literally shaped that genre in cinema forever. And I know that there's a commentary track out there that makes it funny, and I have grown very weary of people telling me how hilarious This Island Earth is. And I'm like, no, it is extremely important. The only thing that you could really take away from this movie in terms of comedy would be the Metaluna mutant costume, but I actually think it's amazing. We don't have Mars Attacks without that mutants. This Island Earth is an amazing film. And so I saw this as an opportunity to celebrate the many achievements that it creates, that it establishes. This Island Earth and really Forbidden Planet are the two movies that create science fiction cinema as we know it. They influence the creators of the 1980s, even the 1970s. All those new Hollywood filmmakers of the 1970s, heavily influenced by the films of the 1950s. It is an extremely important movie, and I'm so glad that it's one of the things I'm most proud of. I have a commentary for This Island Earth. Devil Girls from Mars and The Gamma People. So this is going to be Imprint releases 397 through 400. I'm going to hold this up. We have so much ground to cover in this video. I'm not going to read everything to you. I will hit some of the high notes here. It looks like no special features for some of these. This Island Earth has a commentary from Heath Holland from the Serial at Midnight podcast. This Island Earth alternate 1:3:3 aspect ratio. Trailers from hell. Joe Dante on This Island Earth. See, Joe Dante gets it. He knows what an amazing movie this is. Devil Girl from Mars has an audio commentary by Philippa Berry. That's brand new. Audio commentary by Kim Newman and Barry Forshaw from 2024. Invasion from Outer Space interview with author John Towslin from 2025, and an interview with the novelist critic Kim Newman. The Gamma People has The Underwater City, a bonus film in standard definition, and then the theatrical trailer. So that's what you're getting special features wise. I've got a review for the 27th Day already up at my channel because of not tied to this release, because I love science fiction, especially science fiction from the 1950s. So go check out my review for the 27th Day at cerealatmidnight.com. Here is This Island Earth. Here's Devil Girl from Mars and The Gamma People. You know what? They always do interior artwork here too. Oh, the 27th Day has The Night the World Exploded as well. Did I not mention that? Okay, it's just 2 movies on 1 disc. Is this going to be? Yes, we have reversible cover art with The Night the World Exploded on it. I might have a review for that at Cereal at Midnight too. Here's The Silent Earth. Oh man, you guys, iconic. Absolutely iconic. Huge film. Absolutely huge film. Here is Double Girl from Mars. And The Gamma People. I just love these. I don't love them ironically. I don't love them because they're so hilarious. I love them because they are amazing products of the Cold War era when you didn't know if you're going to get nuked in your sleep, man. I mean, this was a really scary time in American history. Well, global history, but specifically American history. All right, Tales of Adventure Collection 6. This is going to be sort of a war collection. So we've got Counterattack from 1945, Abandoned Ship from 1957, King Rat from 1965, and The Bridge at Remagen from 1969. Take to the Land and the Sea in this 4-disc limited edition Blu-ray collecting 4 epic stories of human survival. Okay, so maybe less war, maybe survivalism. Here is Booyah. There's all of the special features. You know what I didn't do? Here. Got to get this. Oh, that is nice. By the way, they've already announced collections 7, 8, and 9. I think they're September releases, and it's September now. Hopefully, we get a chance to talk about those. Here's the back. I didn't do this, but oh, look at that. Just amazing, right? And the way that these are curated, too. So I'm not even sure. Let's see. Yeah, we got movies from Sony, Universal, and Studio Canal in one box set. These can only happen in Australia, because you're not going to see these companies. Well, we do have a few companies working together now, but the likes of that. Okay, MGM, Columbia, which is Sony, Park Circus. Yeah, this is, it's unlikely to ever get this sort of treatment anywhere else. Let's see, no special features on the first 3. The Bridge at Remagen has audio commentary by Steve Mitchell and Stephen J. Rubin. And To Cast a Skyward Gaze, making the case for John Guillermin. Video essay by Daniel Kramer. Has been here on Cereal at Midnight talking about his career. In fact, we're going to talk more about him again in just a second, because he is all over this release. In fact, I think he produced this release. Archival interview with Ben Gazzara. Archival interview with George Segal. Oh, I love George Segal. Okay, he has an album. I have an album, a record, like a music album from George Segal, from the Goldbergs, but also from much better, great movies. Here's The Bridge at Remagen. Somebody's going to be like, it's pronounced Remagen. Okay, whatever. King Rat. Abandoned Ship. And Counterattack. Ooh, Paul Mooney. Nice. Okay, let's do the Booyah. By the way, how do you like the setup where I've got a table in front of me? I never have a table in front of me, but here's The Bridge at Remagen. Remagen. King Rat. And Abandoned Ship. This is how I look at people when they talk during the movie, or take their phone out. Like when I was at Horizon and American Saga, and some guy got his phone out and just started scrolling through Twitter during the movie. That's how you look at people when they do that. All right, let's do this, because we just talked about Daniel Kramer. This is a double feature, Blue and Fade In. Fade In was Blue has Terrence Stamp in it. The wonderful, rest in peace. He just left us. It's a underseen. I'm going to call it a revisionist western. Silvio Narazzano is the filmmaker here. And then Fade In has Burt Reynolds in it, and it was shot, I believe, entirely on the sets of Blue when Blue was done. And then Daniel Kramer has contributed a 2-hour plus documentary, which I've seen, because that's when I interviewed him, we were talking about this, even though I didn't have this. A 2-hour documentary about Silvio Narazzano. So we have Blue, we have Fade In. Blue has a Greek in the Wild West audio interview with actor Stathis Gialidis. Gialelis, and Art of Blue interview with visual consultant Anthony Pratt. Fade In has Road to Cinema, an interview with producer Judd Bernard by filmmaker Jeffrey Friedman. And Cruel, Usual, Necessary, The Passion of Silvio Nerezano is Daniel Kramer's documentary. All right, there's the back. Let's see. It's not coming off. Okay. Ooh. Nice. These are so beautifully art directed. It's blue. There's Fade In. Burt Reynolds and Barbara Loden. That's right. And then here is the documentary. So that's great. Is that right? Yeah. Let's do Carroll Baker. I'm doing these out of chronological order. I have just realized that it doesn't really matter, right? So this is 407 through 412, the David Lean ones. And this is 416 through 418. Whatever. And I'm not going to be covering everything that Imprint puts out anymore. That's one of the things as 2025 dawned. I said, I'm going to be a little more selective about what I cover because I really only want to talk about things that I have a passion for and can speak about with some sort of education. And so that's what you see before you here. So Carroll Baker, the wonderful Carroll Baker. In fact, let me put the lid back on here. This is the Film Focus series. They always have, straighten that back up. They always have a quote from the focus of the box set. We're looking at Something Wild from 1961, Sylvia from 1965, and Harlow, which was the biopic about Jean Harlow starring Carroll Baker from 1965. We have, author and film scholar Foster Hirsch on Something Wild. That's new. Author and film scholar Foster Hirsch on Sylvia. That's new. Legally Blonde, interview with film producer Lucy Bolton. That's new. Osiren Supreme, decoding the screen persona of Carroll Baker. That's a video essay by Daniel Kramer. And Harlow has an author and film scholar Foster Hirsch on Harlow and Carroll Baker looking back, a career-spanning interview with Carroll Baker from 2011. Oh, that's a tight fit. I wasn't sure I was going to be able to get them out. All right, here's Something Wild. Also, not in this box set, but just on the Carroll Baker notes. Do see the Carpetbaggers, if you haven't seen the Carpetbaggers. George Peppard, Carroll Baker, Alan Ladd, based on a novel. Wonderful, wonderful film. Here's Sylvia. Co-starring George Maharis. And here is Harlow. This whole box set is really up my alley in terms of subject matter. Oh, we got to do this here. Oh, wow. Wonderful. All right, let's talk about David Lean. This is exciting too because it's directed by David Lean, Volume 1. Which of course implies at least one more volume, in which we serve This Happy Breed, Blithe Spirit, Brief Encounter, Great Expectations, and Oliver Twist. Please, sir, can I have some more? Let's see. In which we serve 1942. Here, I'll hold this up. It's a massive box set. Is that showing up well enough? See, I hope you can read that. In which we serve from 1942 has an interview with Professor Melanie Williams, author of David Lean. Audio recording of a commentary between actor Richard Attenborough and Noel Coward at London's National Film Theatre from 1969. Holy cow! A profile of In Which We Serve featurettes. The Happy Breed has The Happy Breed and Appreciation interview with Professor Melanie Williams. Restoration Comparison, theatrical trailer. Okay, Blithe Spirit from 1945. This Happy Breed was 1944. Blithe Spirit from 1945 has an appreciation with Melanie Williams. The South Bank Show, retrospective of Noel Coward, hosted by Melvin Bragg from 1992. Brief Encounter has Before the Epic, David Lean's Little Gems Part 1, a documentary by author Simon Lewis. Brief Encounter and Appreciation, interview with Melanie Williams. Okay. That I'm gonna stop there, but it does keep going. That's just a lot of stuff. Oh, I gotta see Oliver Twist, an appreciation, a career twist, interview with Donald Westcott, a profile of Oliver Twist, casting appeal for Oliver Twist. Nice. Okay. What's our quote here? I think people remember pitches, not dialogue. That's why I like pitches. Okay. I'm not going to do the insides of these just for time. But I want you to see the key arts for each one of these. Okay. Very nice. Let's do, I'm trying to save the television stuff for last. Let's do these single releases. These are going to be 433 through 437. HUD, Paul Newman, wonderful film. A movie that is, I want to say, under the radar. I don't know that this has a Blu-ray anywhere else in the world. Does it say like worldwide Blu-ray premiere? I don't see that. Oh, audio commentary with C. Courtney Joyner and author Julie Kurgo. That's amazing. They do great stuff. And interview with actor-filmmaker Ileana Douglas, granddaughter of Melvyn Douglas. Ileana Douglas is amazing. She's written at least one book that I have and have read. What year is this? 1963. Pretty early in the Paul Newman body of work there. All right, I don't think I'm out of order, but it doesn't matter, right? I mean, it matters to some people, but we're gonna do it anyway. Kirk Douglas in The Juggler. We have no features on this one. Is this MGM? No, it's Sony. Some studios don't want commentaries on their releases, as I've experienced firsthand. But I'm not saying that's the case with Sony. I don't know. Oh man, that is spicy. Especially for, what is this, 1953. This property is condemned. We got stuff. Okay, audio commentary by Julian Wallace Horvath. Personal investment, Sidney Pollack on American cinema and 40 years in Hollywood. Nice. Natalie Wood, a tribute by Peter Bogdanovich for 2025. The Times of Natalie Wood, an appreciation by Gavin Lambert. Very, very compelling stuff. Track of the Cat. I'm excited about this one. This is Robert Mitchum. Teresa Wright. Let's see. Audio commentary by the director's son, William A. Wellman Jr., actor Tab Hunter, and author Frank Thompson. The Making of Track the Cat, 4-part documentary, and Robert Mitchum, The Reluctant Star documentary from 1991. That might be the first thing that I watch, because I love Mitchum. You Only Live Once. Sylvia Sidney, Henry Fonda, Fritz Lang picture. Who did they get to? Audio interview with Fritz Lang recorded at the National Film Theater from 1962. That's huge. Interview with author George M. Wilson. You Only Live Once. Production takes from a film in the making. Okay, and then a restoration comparison. Love some Sylvia Sidney. And then Jetstorm. More Richard Attenborough. Stanley Baker. Matt Zetterling. Hermione Baddeley. We have audio commentary by Kim Newman and Joe Botting from the BFI National Archive and the film historian Sheldon Hall on Jetstorm. All right, set these to the side here. Reviews for these movies, by the way, will eventually pop up at cerealatmidnight.com. The purpose of these videos is not to review these movies. It is to show you these new releases so you can decide for yourself if you would like to add them to your collection. I'm excited about Gidget, the complete series. I have this on DVD, and I never in a million years thought that it would get a Blu-ray because the interest just does not seem to be there. But I guess for a company like Imprint, they'll probably press 1,500 copies of these. And, you know, hey, if you want it, here it is. I'm so excited. I love Gidget. Gidget is based on a real person. She was basically the girl surfer of the late 1950s into the early 1960s. She wrote a book. Well, her father wrote the book. She was going to write the book. Her father writes the book sort of for her, telling her story. Maybe there's some embellishment there, but that's where we get, you know, the tales of Moondoggie and all this stuff. And then, of course, they adapted this into a trilogy of Gidget movies with Sandra Dee. And it was popular enough that there was a television series. What year is this? 1965 to 1966, starring Sally Field. Pretty incredible stuff. And it is very, you know, it's that mythical, the non-existent, sanitized, whitewashed 1950s and 1960s, you know, that America of Leave It to Beaver, that kind of a thing. But that has its place too, because it was promoting a myth, really. And it's the myth of the surfer, the myth of the, you know, you put this in context with the beach movies at the time, because this is around the same time that we're getting those beach movies from AIP, American International, with Frankie Avalon and Annette Funicello. Same style of thing, very innocent, but you look back on it and it really captures a moment in time. All right, we have a featurette, a look back at Gidget in the 1969 TV movie Gidget Grows Up in standard definition. I can't even believe we have a movie that the movie's here. And then a 76-page booklet featuring original story information for every single episode. Let's see what's under this card. Oh, nice. I think that's the cover of the DVDs that I have. But of course, this is better because it's Blu-ray. Oh, it's a hardcover book too. Okay, so here's the series, episodes 1 through 13, and this is 14 through 20. Oh, 32, not 26, 32. What do we look like inside here? All right, pretty straightforward. Discs on a hub, 2 discs. Is Gidget under here? Yeah. And here's the next set. Oh, 3 discs on this one. It's under here. There's Gidget under there, and we do have it lists the episodes here too. It's kind of hard to see through the blue case, but it does give us an episode guide. All right, I'm curious about this. Just to have this little hardcover book is kind of amazing. Hold on. Oh yeah. I think I skipped a page. No, not really, just that. How did it? Sand, surf, fun, and plenty of boys all combined to make Gidget one of the 60s most memorable TV series, as well as the springboard that launched the career of its star actress Sally Field. Story information. Oh, man. All right, skip ahead a little bit. Oh! Paul Lynde has entered the picture. Nice. It's episode 32, and they always give us a couple of publicity photos at the end of these books. Well, wonderful. Absolutely wonderful. We live in charmed times, I tell you. All right, now I have saved... Bewitched for last because this is the thing, right? These, so what is this? Seasons 3 and 4. We've already talked about 1 and 2 in my first imprint video of 2025. And here's seasons 5 and 6. One set away from the complete series right here. A lot of you guys have asked me if these are worth, when I talked about the first volume, and like, are they worth the expense of, I mean, you know, it's not an insignificant sum of money, especially if you're going to buy all 4 volumes. And I can't tell you how to spend your money. I can only tell you if the value is here, like if what they have included here is worth what they're charging. And it really is, especially if you compare this to the single box set release of Bewitched from Mill Creek Entertainment, which I don't have. And I'm not going to have it because I don't want it, because it's trash from what I hear. The episodes are in the wrong aspect ratio. They have zoomed them and cropped them to make them widescreen. And I'm not interested in that. It's a disaster on every level from what I understand. So, I mean, this has original aspect ratio. It has colorized versions for the episodes that are in color, but it also has the black and white episodes, the core Blu-ray presentations here for seasons 1 and 2, which were the black and white seasons. And then they put the colorized versions as bonus features, which is exactly what they should be. They should be bonus features. Okay, so this is seasons 3 and 4, 8-disc hardbox edition, including all 66 episodes from seasons 3 and 4 of the magical comedy classic in high definition, audio commentaries on select episodes, and a 146-page collectible book. We have, I'm looking for audio commentaries on Bewitched by Bewitched historian Herbie J. Pilato, featuring Steve Olam from the Columbia Makeup Department, and Chris York, son of actor Dick York, on the episode Double Double Toil and Trouble, and television historian Rob Ray on Samantha's Thanksgiving to Remember. So let's, first of all, they've captured the iconic artwork from the series as part of the packaging here. Let's see what's under here. Look at that. Oh. Another hardcover book. Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4. What's under here? Episode guides. Is it the same on the first disc here? Yep, episode guides. So no photos, just the what episodes are here. Do I need to do... Here's what's on the back. I tell you, these old shows really knew how to run with a premise. Be like one episode in which Darren gets shrunk down. Season 1, 2, 3, 4. You know what I like about this is each season is in its own case. I don't have to have each season in its own case, but I do like that. Okay, let's check out the booklet here. It's not a booklet. This is just a full hardcover book. Season 3, the birth of their daughter Tabitha presents Darren and Samantha with a host of new challenges as they try to keep their family's witchcraft under wraps, and it goes on. Love her. Love her. She's my favorite part of the whole show. As Orson Welles would say, Aggie was a wonderful woman. Here's a story. You read Orson Welles books and you listen to old interviews. It's like Aggie and I would go around to the theater after our performances were done, and we would get into the most delightful trouble. Could you imagine being in that group? Orson Welles and Agnes Moorehead, post-theater shenanigans. So this is, I mean, it's like every episode has a synopsis and a photo. Let's see what we get into further toward the back here. Oh, that's a good shot. Okay. All right. Put this back together and let's talk about, oh, this is, the card has already fallen off. Seasons 5 and 6. We have a new Darren. 8-disc hardbox edition includes all 60 episodes from seasons 5 and 6. With a 134-page booklets. We have, let's see, audio commentaries by Bewitched historian Herbie J. Pilato featuring Steve. Okay, same team on the episode Mirror, Mirror on the Wall, and guest star John Whitaker on Samantha and the Beanstalk commentaries. Okay. Wait, I showed you this, right? We did that, right? Yeah. season 5 here. 1, 2, 3, 4. That breaks down to, let's see, what, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 episodes per disc. That's about right. 25 episodes times 7. That's a good distribution of content over each disc, each Blu-ray. So you're not getting a lot of compression. I'm telling you guys, as far as quality goes, there's no contest whatsoever between these editions and what Mill Creek has put out. Even the actress that plays Tabitha is against that release because she's like, well, I had nothing to do with it. I would have been happy to be involved in it, but I wasn't invited. Or I mean, she was like, they wanted me to film myself, and it just seems like it's a cut rate product in every single way. And you know, they kind of botched the I Dream of Jeannie box set too, because a lot of those transfers are crap. Anything seasons 3, 4, and 5 look terrible on those Blu-rays. And one of those episodes I think it's in season 4, has like for like a minute, it's just got like a on the audio track. I'm like, how did you not catch this? Another year of marriage between Mortal and Witch has the Stevens trying to cope with Samantha's meddling magical family and their daughter's entrance into nursery school. Oh yeah. Man, Darren finds that his dream that cousin Serena turned Cleo Venita, an important Clyde, into a monkey is true. I mean, I love those Serena episodes. I guess that's my second favorite aspect of Bewitched. I love Agnes Moorehead, and I loved when Elizabeth Montgomery got to do like darker or whatever, because she was pretty wild, right? If you go back to pre Bewitched, I mean, there's pinups out there that she did, and I mean, she was definitely sort of a sex symbol. Not sort of a sex symbol. She was a sex symbol, and she was in some pretty gritty movies before Bewitched. Is it the last page? No. All right, wonderful. So hopefully we get a chance to talk about seasons 7 and 8 in the near future. Thanks to Imprint for allowing me to unbox all of this on the channel for you, for giving me the opportunity to express my love for This Island Earth with what I hope is a commentary track that a lot of you guys get to hear and enjoy. This is wonderful. This is absolutely wonderful. This is physical media. It's not the delivery system. That's not how I want to say it. These are releases of the highest quality. That's what I'm trying to say. This is really just the top-notch quality of anybody putting anything out anywhere. And I'm glad I get to talk about it here. Thank you guys. I appreciate you. Take care. Till next time, I will catch you later.